Hi guys, welcome back to our channel.
What's up, fam?
If you're new here, I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Aaron.
And we're Avery Street Design Studio.
Yep.
So, as you guys know, we have made several videos on outdoor furniture. Well, you know, we don't have a covered patio.
Not yet.
Which tends to be a problem in Oklahoma heat. It's too hot to sit out there unless it's in the evening. So we were looking around and we found a table. It's a side table and it holds your umbrella.
Yep.
And it's a great idea because I've seen them with, you know, in the middle of a coffee table. But if you have it on the coffee table, you're pretty much only shading the table.
Sit on the coffee table.
And we want our chairs to be shaded. So we found one of these. You're not going to believe this. Pottery Barn sells them. And they are $599.
Yeah.
That's insane. We would never charge that.
So
But,
hold your smart comments.
yeah, we're not going to charge that.
Right.
But we'll show you a reasonable price to sell them for. I think these will be very popular because a lot of people just have a couple of chairs in a side table.
Yeah.
So if they can put an umbrella in it and keep themselves in the shade, that'll be great.
We're going to make it weighted too because we have stupid crazy wind
yeah.
in Oklahoma all the time. Every single day it's windy.
We had wind yesterday. They were calling it a derecho. Well, in Spanish, it's derecho.
Gorilla hail.
And gorilla hail. We did get really strong winds, blowing the trees almost over, and it messed up the electricity, and a transformer in our neighborhood was
exploded or
and
something.
our electricity went off, and it was a whole thing. So we want stuff weighted down in Oklahoma. So, but I know it's windy other places too, so you guys will probably really like this.
Yep.
So let's get started.
Let's do it.
Comment of the week.
There's Rupert, everybody.
There is. This week's comment of the week is from @Sharon Hendricks. Thank you, Sharon.
Thank you, Sharon.
She says there are so many quote-unquote polished woodworking YouTubers out there with huge followings, and I truly enjoy watching some of them. That being said, I'm so glad I found you guys because you two actually inspire confidence in people like me who want to do these builds and are maybe hesitant or don't have the space, time, or money. And yet you get it done, warts and all. Thanks for being you.
Thank you so much. We greatly appreciate that. Yeah, we are.
We have a lot of warts. We do a lot of things wrong or make a lot of mistakes.
We do.
I screw things up daily, and not just on camera or off camera. Just that's just who I am.
Yeah, even when we're doing stuff for our business, our clocks, we both mess up all the time, but we just turn around and fix it and keep going. And that's the best advice we can give to anybody out there. Just keep trying. You know, that's the most important thing because you're gonna mess up. We all mess up in life still too to this day. So
for the
keep going.
Polished YouTubers who don't ever make a mistake, that's wrong. That's fake. That doesn't happen.
Yes.
All of us make mistakes.
Yes.
I don't care how big a following you have.
I don't think we've ever had a perfect build for our YouTube videos.
Yeah, we probably never will.
No.
So, thank you, Sharon, for your comment.
Yes, thank you.
Keep them coming.
Yes.
Okay, non-woodworking requirements for this build. We've got an empty 5-gallon bucket. We've got an 18-inch piece of 1.5 PVC pipe. And I'm thinking 1 bag of concrete will do the trick. If not, we may have to add some more. But that is going to be the weight portion of the table. It's going to sit down inside. So have those on hand for later. Also, if you don't want to mess with the bucket and the concrete, you can make this to where your, what is that thing called?
A table?
Not the table, the umbrella holder.
So that your table will hold your typical umbrella holder, the kind that you put water in.
Water filled, yeah.
You can sit that down in the table. So you can do it either way. We're going to go with the cheap way.
Cheap and heavy duty because we have strong wind.
Yes.
So here at the miter saw, we are going to do, we'll start out cutting 8 pieces 2x4 that are 20.5 long.
And we're building this one completely out of scraps and pallet wood.
Yeah, we might use one 2x4.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna make our 4 corner legs 3 inches wide. So we're gonna cut 4 of them at 3 inches, and then we're gonna cut 2 of them at 1.5 inches, and they will butt up. So both sides will be 3 inches.
So let them know that you don't need 8, you only need 6.
Nope, you only need 6 because I can't count. Okay, we're gonna start by attaching the 1.5 inch piece to the 3-inch piece to make both sides 3 inches. We're just gonna use glue and nails. If you wanted to clamp these so you didn't have any nail holes, that would be fine too. We can start with our, always.
You got a glue booger?
Always with the glue booger.
I wonder if there's a boogerless glue bottle you can buy.
I don't know, somebody asked me that, I don't know.
I'll have to investigate.
That would be a fantastic product. I'm gonna nail it right to that. You could also use pocket screws if you wanted to attach these that way. Or you could miter your corners. So you could have 2 3-inch pieces with a 45 attaching them. Okay, now we're going to start cutting the top and bottom piece that will connect the legs to each other. We need 8 of them at 16 inches. Here is the cut list. I forgot to put it in earlier. Or we'll put it over here. There. Now we're gonna rip all of those down to 3 inches. Okay, we got Big Daddy Foreman out. We're gonna make some pocket holes on the back side of the top and bottom rail and stile is what we'll call them. If you don't have this machine, pocket hole jigs work great. These are just good for tons of repetitive cuts. Or holes, I mean. Okay, we're gonna mark, take our combination square and mark up 1.5 inches from the bottom. These will be the legs, the bottom of the legs. Give us a little space between the inside of the bottom and the ground. All right, now we'll start attaching the cross pieces to the legs. We're gonna line the flat part of the 2x4 up with that mark we just made.
Another glue booger.
Another one. He's everywhere. Put some glue there. But we'll do the top one too. We're not going to put any gap. We're going to line the flat part up with the top of the leg. Yep. Okay, we're gonna put like 3 2x4s in the bottom of this to hold the bucket of concrete. I'm just gonna nail them in. These are very sturdy nails, so they'll be fine.
And so tell them why you're not enclosing the whole bottom floor.
In case water is most likely gonna drip down through there, we don't want it just sitting there on a solid piece of wood. That way it can drain out through the bottom.
Did you give them the measurement of those?
No, I didn't. These are 19 1/8 inch. And then the bucket will just sit right there in the middle. We might put a couple or a piece of wood on each one of the boards so it stays in place. Now we're going to start on the lining the inside of the table.
It's that time again.
Here we are.
Viewer submission.
Yay. all the good ones.
All the good ones.
Yeah. This week we had 3. I'm sorry,
Yes.
I'm trying to read. I don't have my glasses on.
Oh, do you need me to get them?
Nope.
Okay.
The first one is Chris and Amber Lepper.
Thank you, Chris and
Yep,
Amber.
They did 4 of the birdhouses and they were all fantastic. They did the little Spanish casa thing.
Yes.
The jail, the saloon, and the little camper.
Yes,
They
thank
all-
you. They look
yeah,
great.
They look great.
Yes.
They did a great job. Next is Glenn Johnson, and he did the bird bath.
Thank you, Glenn.
Turned out really good, man.
Looks amazing.
Yep. Last but not least is Maleka Green.
Hi, Maleka.
Yep.
Thank you.
Who did the fence flowers.
Yep, she sent in before, so.
Yeah, she was worried about having submitted before.
Oh,
Don't.
no.
Send them
Send
as
them
many
in,
times as
guys.
you
We
want.
love
Yeah.
seeing them.
I don't care how many times you submit. We'll
Yeah.
show them every time.
Yes, we will.
As usual, there it is. You guys know what to do.
Yes.
What do they do?
They put in the subject line viewer submission.
That's correct.
Yes.
So send us your stuff.
Yep.
We'll show it.
Thank you.
Thanks, y'all. So this is the look that we're going for. Excuse me. Cutting up 18-inch pieces of pallet wood. We're gonna plane them and join them so they're tight and they look good. Clean up all the rough on the outside. So we're gonna go over to the miter saw and get them cut, and then we'll do some at the planer. I'm cutting the nail holes out and just using the space between the nails. That's perfectly good wood. Alright, now we can start putting the pallet wood inside the frames here. I've got a piece of pallet wood that I didn't plane down. It's about 3/4 of an inch thick. I'm going to lay it on the bottom That's going to be our spacer from the bottom of the table to the bottom side of the first piece. And I'm also going to use a 1/2-inch piece of cedar as a spacer from one side to the edge of the wood. That way it's about centered. So go ahead and start. Guess what, guys?
Glue booger.
Yep. There it is. Start putting these in.
It's a good thing you got long arms.
Yeah, this is a little bit of a reach. That's
Nice.
what we're looking for. Now we'll just do the rest just like that. Okay, I have cut 7 pieces of 2x4 to 24 inches. I have planed both edges, jointed both edges of them, and we're going to glue them up for a solid 2x4 top for the table. And once that's dry, we're going to drill a center hole and we're going to cut it in half so the tabletop flips open.
All right. Glue booger.
Yeah, there he is. Little bastard.
So if that dries on your fingers, does it peel off like Elmer's glue?
It does.
I used to do that in school when I was a kid. Put glue all over my hand and peel it off.
It more just little flakes than the whole thing peeled off.
When I was a kid, we had this paste, and it was really sweet.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure we all ate it. And then we had this brown glue that had like a nipple.
The rubber cement?
No, it wasn't rubber cement. It was just this like amber colored glue bottle with a pink nipple on it. I don't know what that was. I think it's a Generation X type of glue. It was probably really bad for us.
I'm sure everybody here is Generation X.
I'm
everybody
sure.
watching. God bless you guys.
We might have some young ones.
All right, so we'll just let that cook for a little while and then we'll trim it and cut it in half.
All right, while our tabletop is gluing up, drying, we're gonna do the concrete portion. We are gonna use Gorilla Tape to tape the bottom of our PVC pipe so that concrete doesn't just go up inside of it and fill it. So just wanted to show you guys what
just black
kind
tape, black Gorilla Tape.
before I took the label off.
This stuff is no joke.
No joke. All right, that is taped up. There's not going to be any concrete that'll get up in this tube and fill it up. So we're going to set that to the side. Aaron's going to mix the concrete.
I should have done this at home in the wheelbarrow, but I didn't.
You know, that saying, hindsight's 20/20.
Yep.
I think we use that saying every day. It doesn't take much water, does it?
No.
There you go.
We're in the face.
Your day wouldn't be complete without a little concrete in your face, I guess. I don't know. Or paint everywhere, or stain, or...
Yep. Alright.
So now, it's gonna take the PVC. Now we're gonna have to get a level. Put it on that other side first. There you go.
All right. Now we'll just find the center of the board.
There's an ant crawling on your table. Go away, little ant.
Get lost, ant. So 11 5/16. 11 5/16. All right, we've got a, should be a 2 3/4 hole saw. Or 1 3/4, I'm sorry. So it'll be just big enough for the umbrella pole to fit in without a bunch of play on either side of it. More like a dull saw, right guys?
Yeah.
All right, so now we're gonna split this in half with the table saw, and we're gonna run both sides through the planer so it's nice and smooth. Okay, I have drawn a line. This is where the edge of the base sits, and I have marked 2 1/4 in from the edge, and I'm gonna line up this edge of the hinge with that line, and we're gonna screw the hinges in. Okay, we are putting the hinges on the outside of the box just because they will lift better and they will make the lid sit flat. I tried it with the hinges underneath the lid and it's not going to work. You could recess the hinges and make it work, but that will probably make the wood swell and push the hinges out. So we're going to do it like this. That way the lid sits mostly flat and they're easy to install.
All right, guys, so here is the finished table.
Here it is.
Turned out so good. I tried to get the umbrella in the shot. I know you can see it a little bit. And if you hear noises in the background, it's dogs and
geriatric dog tripping over the dustpan.
Yeah, and people in the neighborhood doing yard work.
Yep.
So what is so awesome about this too is this opens up. Now I've got my chair too close right now, but you can use this for storage. And if you, instead of using a cement in a bucket like we did, you can use one of those short umbrella holders and just put it down in there. Then you'll have even more storage room, which is great for like, if you have any throw pillows.
Cushions or
rugs. Yeah, anything like that. We have the package, what's it called? The thing that our umbrella stores in.
The bag.
The bag. We have it rolled up and we have it in here. You know, outdoor things. You could keep some sunscreen. You could keep a citronella candle, which we need to buy one bad because mosquitoes are insane
we're
right
not even
now.
going to show you the table. We're just going to let Rupert show his butthole to you. So.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see, but we currently have stepping stones underneath our furniture and our table. We have a flooding issue with our patio, and it's something we're going to have to take care of soon. We'll probably do it on camera. We're going to have to install some new French drains, or at least some drainage, what are they called? Drainage things around the edge of the patio to, you know.
So if I have to do the work and suffer, you have to suffer watching it happen. Regulations.
But these are, if you buy them at Pottery Barn, this sells for $599, which is insane.
It is insane.
I would never pay that. Some people will.
I would charge an easy $300 for it and get it all day long.
Now, I wouldn't include the umbrella or the thing to hold the umbrella. That's on them. You could sell it with different sizes of, you could just, you know, different sizes of holes, because depending on the size of the umbrella, this is the smallest size. It's an 1.5 inch in diameter. I think they go up to about 2.5 inches, but usually that kind wouldn't fit in a table anyway. So it's going to be about the 1.5 inches. That's the standard. That's the kind they have at Walmart everywhere else. So yeah, we would sell it for $300. We're going to have to figure out a way for maybe disassembly or assembly for shipping. We were talking about selling these because they're not for sale on Etsy.
Can't find them.
So here's a new product. You know, if you can figure out a way to have each side in pieces and then the top, and then just have instructions, and then they could just screw it together. Perfect.
Piece of cake.
You know, because even people that aren't handy usually can figure out how to assemble things. They do with our coffee tables all the time. And those sell great. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. We almost didn't get to film it out here, the closing, because the patio is all dry and nice, and then it poured down rain.
Of course it did.
The patio flooded. We had to wait until this evening to film, which it's Saturday evening before our video comes out in the morning. So we're doing everything last minute. We had a birthday party to go to today. It's been a crazy day. So, but we got it done. And so if you guys haven't had a chance, please subscribe to our channel. We appreciate it. And like and share the video.
Do that.
Yes. And we will see you guys next time.
That's right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Hey guys, we noticed a lot of you that view the videos are not subscribed to the channel.
What is wrong with you?
If you would just take a moment and subscribe, we would greatly appreciate it. It helps our channel out so we can continue making content.
Yeah, we're out here busting it for you guys. Least you could do is hit the subscribe button. All right.
And please like and share the videos. That helps us out a lot. That helps us to bring us up in the algorithm, so more people see our videos.
Just do it. Do it already.
Thank you.
Thanks.